Hello student. Last time we discussed something about unit 1 and we stopped before this one. Now we are going to start the language evaluation criteria in the unit 1, which is also part of a unit 1. Here we are going to see readability, overall simplicity, orthogonality, case, cost and others. These are the few points which are going to cover in language evaluation criteria. The first part, readability. How do you assign or how do you read a program? It should be simple and it should be developed large through terms of line, LOC. What do you mean by LOC? Line of code. This is nothing but line of code. Load. How do you define line of code? Let's take an example for it. I've defined a C language program. Include std.h main int I printf, enter the value, value of I, scanf, percentage %d, ampersand I. The line of code for this one is 1, 2, 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. It's simple C program which take an input I, which take the value integer I and store it. We haven't just store it. We haven't used for printf statement. There are 8 lines in this one and this is called line of code. In the line of code, we are not going to take spaces, space and comment. We are not going to count. Based on this one, your program is evaluated, which is one of the metrics, or how to calculate your program. This is one of the metrics called line of code. Software should be developed with largely thorough on terms of writing a code of line of code. Take the example of line of code, include these are the lines. So whenever I go up, I'll give you an example. Large constant by design, more point of view means we design the point of view of computer. Here we are going to design a program based on computers. Large programs, not on users. Large program on computers, not on users. This is one point. And more importantly, as the day passes or as the year passes, more of the programming become user friendly. Means they are not dependent on how the user able to understand it. Based on that one, we are going to develop a program, not how the computers are going to develop how computers are going to understand the program. And most important thing, easy to use. They should be easy to use. This is one point. The first point is that software should be go through line of code, and before it was on computer basis, later on it went on to become to human oriented basis, and it should be easy to use. These are the few points which we are going to do on readability. Next, see the other part. Overall, slide change please. Overall simplicity. Overall simplicity is strongly affectable readability. The important thing is that there are different ways to write a program. It should be very easy, have more what you write when you write a program. Let's take an example. Main, I'll write an example. Int I count is equal to 0. Printf, enter the value. Scanf, percentage %d, ampersand I. Count is equal to count plus 1. Printf, the value of count is equal to percentage d count, and I'll write include std dot h. What is this program I have written? I have written a value of I am taking a value of int, and I'm just taking, if I take a value of 1, let's say example, if I take the value of 1, I is equal to 1, count is equal to 0 plus 1, so count becomes 1. The value of count is 1 first time if I enter it. If I execute the program again, then whatever the value, if I enter 5, count become 5. Okay, I haven't gone in the for loop or something like that. This is 1. Now if I can able to write this count in different ways, count is equal to count plus 1, or count plus is equal to plus 1, or different way. So there are different ways to write the program. For an example, if you are coming to college, you are not able to, if you can able to come by bike, that's fine. There are different ways to come to the college. You can come by bus, you can come by bike, or you can come by walking or something like that. These are the different examples which we can know. So if you can write one program in different ways, that is more important here. Overall simplicity, strongly effective readability. The example is count plus 1 or count plus plus. There are different ways to write the program. That's why I have mentioned this program. And this is overall simplicity. The overall simplicity is that if you write a one program, there are different ways to write that program. Next slide, please. It's not working. Orthogonality. What do you mean by orthogonality? The meaning is that makes the language easy to learn and read. Let's take an example. If you go for an abstract, on a book, there are page numbers written on that one. On a page number 4, so and so content is already there. So let's take an example. If you go to the page number 50, and on the page number 50, when you turn back and you go to the book, you find some content over there. Fine. That means as per the abstract, it is written it. When you write a program, when you write a functions, which we are going to see in futures, how to write a function, or in your data structures, they will show you how to write a functions and everything. If you write a function, the program are going to execute by going to that function. If there is some error in that one, then the problem is that. For an example, let's take an example. This is your abstract. These are page numbers. Page number 1, page number 3. Some content is there. Page number 4. Some content is already there. Now let's move on. If I go to the page number 4, I must get that content. Whatever it is mentioned here, I should go there. If I write page number 6, I must go to the page number 6. I must write same way. If I write any function and the program goes to that function to execute, it should find the content. If that content is not available, then there is an error. Example, page number 11 in a book. There should be the content available on that one. If that is not available, then there is an error in that one. So this is the problem. Next point, please. Cost. What do you mean by cost? What is the cost? How do you define the cost of a program, or how do you define the cost of a software? Training the programmer to use the language. Any language which is there, it's already there in the market. If you don't know, you have to learn it. If you learn it, you have to pay the cost for it. Or somebody who teach you, you have to pay the amount for it. Writing a program in a particular problem is is a problem. Now, writing a program in that particular language, if you don't know, you have to learn the language, then you have to write the program. Then learning, it's also a cost for it. Is that right? Everything, it's not free. And moreover, if in an organization, if that organization doesn't have that software, it need to buy the software. That cost also taken into consideration. Then more important, when you develop a program, there is a compiling the program cost, how much time it was taking to compile that program, execution of the program, what is the execution time of that program, language implementation, how it is going to implement it. Is it free or something like that? If I buy the software, fine, I develop the software program in that software, then I move on to give someone, I can able to install that one. Then there is a cost of it. Is it free or the cost? Reliability is maintaining the program. So if I develop a program for it's already been developed, or let's take an example, if I take a program which is I'm going to develop and I'm going to use it for next 5 years, it should be there after 2 years. If there is a problem, I should able to maintain that one. This is what the cost is. The important thing is that training for the program, buying the software, then training on the software, then what is the compilation of that program, means how much time it is taking to compile it, what is the execution of that program, how it is implemented, in other words, in different, if you give to the client, how he is going to implement, and then more important thing is that reliability, how you are going to maintain that part. Next slide please. Others, there are other points which we need to take into consideration. Portability, it is easy. What do you mean by portability? Means when the program can be moved if you implement it, when you have executed in one system, it should be moved to other system, like your Windows 10, which is already very portable. Like if you take a pen drive, you attach it, it's already take that one, or any software which you're able to install on that one. It is very portable because it's very easy. It can able to take all those things. Generality. What do you mean by the application? The wide range of application. It should have wide range of application. It should not tell that there is a problem here. There should not be a problem. And the other, well defined. It should take an example of help. It should tell you the help tell you what it is there, what are the problem, how it is going to do it. This is what a well-defined program is that. So whenever you write a program, you write a C language. Once you write a C language, you write a comment on that. What do you mean by comment? It says that what is going to execute. It is a well-defined program. The same way you're well-defined. When you write a program or when you do a project, there is a help which says that which line or which part do what. And if there is a problem, what you have to do it. That is that completeness of that project or of that program. Next slide please. The next one, others. Then the unit 1, next part we come to that influence of language design, which is also a part of that one. It is divided into 2 parts. One is computer architecture and programming methodologies. And remember, whatever I am giving you or the PPTs and everything, it's not there in any book. It's personal. You can able to read it. It's just like a notes which you go through it. If you go to the textbook, there are hundreds of pages. If you're willing to go, please read that one. If you're able to read this one, that is more, 100% enough for your exams. And they can able to ask you the question as, right, influence, influence of language, or what do you mean by explain language design? What was the previous slide? The same thing they can able to ask you. Now it is divided into 2 parts. What is that influence of language design? It's divided into 2 parts, computer architecture and programming methodologies. Now we are going to see the next slides. What do you mean by, what is computer design? Computer architecture, computer design was developed by long back in 1945 by von Neumann. Who was the von Neumann? He was the person who developed the first or architecture of first computer or developed the first computer. It's already there. What is there? It's normal. You have already read in your first year or first sem or second sem, whatever the semester you have gone through it. It's already there. What is there? Input. There is an output. There is some process we are going to see. You know what do you mean by input? There is a keyboard. There is a mouse, joystick and everything. What are the output? There is a printer, there is a monitor and something else. Input, you can able to have a scanner also. These are the points. Next slides will go to that. These are the input and these are the output. Now let's move on to central processing unit. A central processing unit is nothing but which controls your computer. Or an example, if you are taking a class, concerned faculty is there who can able to control the class. There is a college, principal is there who can able to control the college. There is a department, HOD is there to control the department. These are the things. Control is nothing but it's an electronic circuit responsible for execution of instruction in a computer program. This, what are the programs are there in the computer? This is the main process which says that these are the programs which are going to execute. There are 4 type of registers which are used in that one. There is MAR. Can you just go to the previous slide, please? Yeah, if you say control unit, then there is an arithmetic and logic unit. What do you mean by arithmetic and logic unit? Arithmetic logic unit which deals with plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, less than, greater than, all these applications are carried out in arithmetic and logic unit. Then comes up logic greater than, lesser than, and everything. The next slide, then the next points are registers. We'll continue in our next video, please.